Alright guys, this is Armenian. This is my YouTube channel, and what I'm doing here is an unboxing video for an item called a Cox Radiator guard, and this is for the 2014 Ducati Hypermotard SP. So first of all, I'd like to explain exactly what this is. It's pretty simple. It's basically a screen for your radiator, and you install it basically on the face of your radiator, and what it does is it protects the fins on your radiator from rocks and stuff like that could hit your radiator and puncture the water jackets that travel across the radiator. I actually do have experience with this device. I had one on my R1. It's one of the first items that I always purchase when I get a bike. This is actually the first item that I purchased for my Ducati because frankly I ride with other people, and if you ride on the street with people, then you need to have one of these, because what's going to end up happening is either a motorcycle, especially a motorcycle, but it could also be a car or a truck or something, you might get a rock that gets kicked up from underneath their tire, and if it hits your radiator, what's going to happen is you're going to puncture your radiator and you're going to be having a bad day. And I've actually seen it happen. I had a guy out on a group ride, and of course it happened in the middle of nowhere too. We're out in the boonies somewhere, rolling up to a stop sign. I look over at his bike, and he's dumping coolant all over the place, all over his fairings, on the street. And he was dumping it out of there probably earlier too, and luckily nobody ran through it and slid out or anything like that and wrecked. So that is why I installed this guy right here. There's a video that goes with this device too. I'll put a link right here. This kind of shows, this is basically the Cox video that they put out. This is the video that Cox put out showing exactly, you know, what this product's for. I'll post that up right here. So what comes in this thing? This is the package here, handcrafted in the US. I actually purchased this from a guy named Shift Tech. I think he was on eBay. It got here to me in Texas in like 2 or 3 days. These are $99. And you might think that that's expensive, but guess what? Your radiator is much more expensive than $100. You might be able to get away with like some sort of a quick fix, like a repair or something like that, but you don't want to be in that situation, guys. So this is it. It's made out of aluminum. It's really light. If anybody wants to know how much this guard weighs by itself, 121 grams. Add these, 122 grams. Add some zip ties, 128 grams. So in case any of you guys were wondering if this device will add a significant amount of weight to your motorcycle and reduce your 0 to 160 mile per hour time on the drag strip, I highly doubt that. This thing is pretty light, so you're good to go with this. It's nothing really fancy here. And to be honest, if somebody really wanted to, they could probably build one of these. But you know, I didn't really want to spend the time to go out and purchase this material and build it and, you know, paint it and stuff like that. I wanted to buy the piece that was you know, already made. If you actually look, when I tilt this at an angle here, you can see exactly why this thing does what it does. I'll tilt it a little more here. so maybe you could see. You see how it would protect your radiator there. You got these little fins, so you get a little rock or something, it bounces off of there, boom, you're safe. So basically, you get the guard. What do we got here? They also send instructions. It's like they're pretty easy to read instructions. They got photographs here. I've installed one of these in my R1. It's real simple. They send you these little foamies, which are like high temp foamies, and you just peel the little sticker off the back and you stick these around the perimeter of the guard, and then you kind of mock up the guard in front of your radiator where it's supposed to go, and you stick these zip ties around it and you zip tie it to your radiator, and that's about it. A couple stickers. So that's a wrap, guys. This is a Cox Radiator guard. I'm gonna go ahead and install this thing on my bike, and I'm not gonna have to really worry too much about anything puncturing my radiator. And you know, actually yesterday I went out on a ride out in the country, and there was a guy that was in front of me leading the ride, and sure enough, I got nailed pretty hard with a rock. Didn't hit my bike, but it hit my forearm, and I was wearing a leather jacket, and you could feel it. You could feel that little rock bounce off your arm. Imagine that hitting your radiator. It'll definitely put a ding. It may or may not damage your radiator to where it leaks, but you know, there's that chance. So this is your insurance right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for some more videos here pretty soon. I'll talk to you later.